Hey guys, you are going to be learning exactly what we did on this house. A couple weeks ago, we were here fixing and flipping this. It was a mess. It was a disaster. In fact, the video before what this looked like is called the occasional fix and flip. So if you want to see kind of what this looks like beforehand, you're more than welcome to go watch that detailed video where you can see everything and what it's doing. But essentially, you're gonna learn in this video what we did so that we can maximize our profits and how much money maybe we put into this, what did we fix up, what's the final product, so that we can maximize our profits and make the most money on this deal. While you're here, also hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so it alerts you to let you know when we upload fresh new content. Now let's get right to it. Hey guys, Cody Hofhine with Wholesaling Inc., the #1 wholesaling coaching program. And a few weeks ago, we were here when this place was a complete disaster. This was one that ultimately we were only gonna make about $7,000 as a wholesale assignment. And really the better value was to take this through the whole fix and flip. And it took quite a bit. This is one of the homes that we've probably done the most money put into it, so we don't do a lot of these, and I don't suggest doing a lot of these, but it was something we felt comfortable about because it more than 4 times what we're gonna make had we just simply assigned this deal. So in the prior video, what you would have seen none of this beautiful work that you see now. You would have seen an ugly front door. You would have seen ugly walls because all of this had to be redone. The electrical in this place was shot. We didn't know that beforehand when we bought it and we were gonna do the fix and flip. But ultimately they had to cut slots in the wall where there's a piece so they could redo all the electrical that it's connecting from outlet to outlet and light switch to light switch. It really was in bad shape. There was no flooring. It was just the wood, like the actual sub deck, the actual wood that you just put down for the new flooring to go on. There was no kitchen. There were no countertops. It was a disaster. In fact, the basement, if you remember, was unfinished. You saw raw studs. There was no lighting. There was no electrical done. And now we have this finished product. Now you'll get to see exactly what it is that we do so that we can maximize our profits. If it was something that we were gonna keep as a rental, just to give you kind of a heads up, had it been something that we just said, hey, we wanna keep this and we wanna keep it as a rental, we would have never put this much money into it. This is because we want this for a retail buyer. We want it to sell super quick and ultimately sell for the highest price. So we make it really nice, and we got to compete with all the beautiful new home builds that are going on and all the new construction. And so we had to put the quartz countertops in. We had to put the nice update like laminate flooring that looks really nice, looks like hardwood floors. We had to put bigger like base and case and new doors on all of the doorways. We had to add can lighting versus lights that hang down. We've made this thing really, really beautiful. We painted the whole exterior. But again, what would have happened had we wholesaled this and just did a simple assignment is make $7,000. But because we knew our numbers would have been a lot better, in fact, about 4 times that amount, we did the fix and flip. This is something that you guys have to think about a little bit as you get further along. So we get these questions all the time from students. We get questions on our YouTube videos saying, hey, why didn't you guys fix and flip it? It's because at the beginning stage, I actually do not recommend you fix and flip. It's something that you've got to be like a sniper, only shooting 1 bullet at a time and being hyper focused on one target. So I would just simply either assign or double close and just do wholesale, wholesale, wholesale. And then upgrade to like a wholesale deal where you just simply buy the home and put it right back on the market. And then start with just small rehabs. This one we ended up putting about $45,000 into it. We used our own money, so there was no hard cash cost or any borrowed money. So we kept the cost as low as possible because we had the funds to do this all by ourselves. So as you're doing this, think in small steps. Don't watch this video and say, oh man, Cody did it, so I'm gonna go do a $45,000 rehab. No, that's not the case. I don't recommend it. What I would do is do the small fix and flips, something that may only require carpet or maybe it only requires paint, or maybe it only requires like updating the countertops. Do something that's small, easy, that you can start to get your feet wet, and then ultimately when you get comfortable and you find the right the contractors, because contractors can be an adult daycare. If you don't have the right contractors, you're now messing up with all your scheduling to just simply find discounted deals because you're having to deal with when the carpet guy comes out, or when the painter comes out, or when the window guy comes out, or when the countertop guy comes out, or the kitchen sink guy comes out. Like, you've got to think about this. It can be a huge distraction, and most people that get into fix and flips end up losing a lot of traction on their wholesaling business. And I want to kind of paint this in a picture that will make you understand exactly what can take place. Let's say you have a golden goose that is right here in the farm right now, and it's producing a golden egg every single day. And we'll call that the wholesaling goose, right? That's just simply finding deeply discounted properties. And you've got a great system. The goose lays the egg every single month. You're finding deals every single month. And then in your mind, you're thinking, oh, but what if I had 2 geese laying golden eggs every single day? Not just this one, but I had a second one. But that you were gonna have to leave the farm to go find this golden goose, and you're gonna have to go climb the mountains to find this golden goose because you think you heard a golden goose lives over there. And so you start climbing and you leave the farm, and if you don't leave someone behind to manage or take care of the goose that is laying an egg every single day, that goose could die because it doesn't get the food and the nourishment that it needs each and every day. Think about this in your own lives with wholesaling business. How does this tie together? If you leave your wholesaling business to like go look for the fix and flips because you think, oh, if I had both of these running, a wholesaling business and a fix and flip, I'm just gonna make a ton of money. What happens is if you don't have a system in place, you don't have a team in place, and this isn't really automated, when you leave to go do fix and flips, this business will die. It will suffer, and you start to lose all your traction, all your momentum where you're doing 2, 3, 4 deals a month will go down to 0 deals a month, all because you took your focus off that goose that was laying the golden egg. So remember, if you're gonna get into fix and flips, you've got to be very, very strategic, knowing that your wholesaling business is on autopilot, that you don't have to suffer what's going on here to make the fix and flip work, because it could be a lot of babysitting over here in the fix and flip game. And I don't recommend it for everyone, but if you got this on autopilot, it is a great way to maximize your profits. So in this video, you have learned that if you want to maximize your profits, if your wholesaling business is in autopilot, then yes, start looking at ways on how to maximize those profits. It could be simply wholesaling it, where you buy the home and then just simply put it right back on the MLS for a retail buyer, which is your highest paying cash buyer, or just buyer in general. Or you can keep it as a rental, or the next one is take it through to a full-on fix and flip so that you can sell it to a retail buyer at the highest price and get your maximum amount of money back on that return on investment. Hopefully this has been of help for you guys. What I want you to do is comment down below. And the question I ask you so that you can comment down below is, what are you gonna do first? If you're just simply wholesaling right now and just doing like an assignment of contract, what are you gonna do first? Are you gonna focus on wholesale deals, or are you gonna do like the mini rehabs that take very little time so that you can fix them up, beautify them? Comment down below on what you're gonna start doing and what action you're gonna take, and I'm gonna start feeding in my own comments to help you guys, lead and guide you guys, so that you can maximize your profits in your wholesaling business. While you're here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so that alerts you when we put fresh new content up, and I'll see each one of you on our next video. Take care, guys.